Hello,
Hello,
where is everybody?
I know. I bet you,
Wow, it's just three of us today.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, good. Hi. All right.
My wife is on like 10, 15 minutes later. She
Okay.
had a parent meeting with my oldest one.
I bet you
Okay.
Amy's gonna be late because she's working.
All right. All right.
Professor, I'm not gonna lie. I'm still logged on. I'm still logged on logged in at work.
Oh, you're still looking at work, right? So you
Yeah.
guys have a
All I need to
you
send
guys
is
have
an
a
email.
project. You have a project you're working on.
Oh yeah, I have a big one. I kind of can show it to you since you're there. If I can show you, hold on. All right.
Wait, give me 1 second. Just get this out of the way. Well, I guess we got to do what we got happening today.
Oh, there's Rowena. There's
Hey,
Amy.
there you go.
Okay.
All right, there we go. We have a bunch now.
Hi.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Have we gotten our first paycheck yet, Amy?
Not yet.
Really? Like you
No.
got to work a whole week before getting paid?
2 weeks.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Hey, we're ahead of time.
How was day one?
It's a lot. It really is a
Oh.
lot. I mean, you have to learn a lot. I feel like I'm back in school. It's a
Oh
lot.
wow!
Yeah.
You thought I was giving you a hard time, right?
Yeah. It's a lot of material.
Wow. So you're going to training. Is that training in the first week or first 2 weeks or what? How's that work?
Yeah, so basically the first 2 weeks of training. So you learn like a couple of sections and then you go on the floor and answer calls and then you learn the next section. So they have it
Wow.
broken up like that. So once we master license and learner's permit and stuff like that, then we'll go on the floor and then go from there to registrations and citations and stuff like that.
Sounds like fun.
Oh my God, it's a lot. I
It'll
love
be
You know,
worth
Amy,
it,
since we're here,
though.
It'll be
I
well
just got
worth
a ticket
Wait,
yesterday.
I lost you guys, I think.
You're there. We can see you.
Can you guys hear me?
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I lost Amy's voice.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Okay.
That'll
Wow.
be
So is it what you thought it was going to be? I mean, are you still excited after 3 days?
Yeah, I mean, I am, but like I said, it's a lot of work. I know it's a good opportunity for me, so I'm not gonna like back out of it or anything like that, you know?
Yeah.
I can move around in the field too, so if I get sick of being over there, I can go somewhere else.
Oh wow.
That's good.
Yeah.
Bro.
But like I
You're
said.
like, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. But the
Rowena, what kind of
instructors are
work do you
good.
do? Rowena,
Me? Oh,
yeah, what kind of work do
I'm a
you do?
I'm a hairdresser and I do Amazon on the side and other little side things. But so I've been doing hair for many years. So like
Wow.
prior to COVID, one of the salons that I worked at, I had been there for over 6 years at this location. So they ended up
Wow.
closing. Yeah, they closed a lot of shops.
That's
So I
sad.
ended up losing my job, you know. So I kind of just freelance, and I'm just trying to see where I want to be. If I go back into the salon, like I need to be somewhere comfortable.
Yeah.
And I don't want to booth rent. I don't want to own my own right now because it's a lot to deal with. And then COVID has changed things a lot. So
Right.
I kind of freelance. So like I said, I travel or I set up at my home, you know, mostly all the clients that I had and stuff. And
Oh,
then
that's
I do
good.
like Amazon and side things. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing in the future. So like I said, now's the opportunity for me to like think about going back to school and exploring other opportunities, things that I didn't think I would, you know, be doing today. But
Yeah.
I'm still in the beauty field, you know. So that's kind of what I do in a nutshell. It's exciting.
Rowena, how did you find out? How would you find about this class, this program?
So
I
my
was gonna
good
ask everybody
friend-
actually.
yeah, my good friend, she is a nail tech, and she's just also finding other ways to generate other income and maybe going back to school. So she was going to do the QuickBook program that Quincy College offered. So then I was like, you know what? I was already thinking about IT or maybe getting back into computers or I don't know, things that I want to get into. So when I saw this, that's what I was like, oh, this would be great to freshen up and learn some new stuff. So definitely learning.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Professor,
yeah.
except QuickBooks, do they offer anything else in there? In terms
Well,
of
Quincy?
accounting softwares?
Yeah, Quincy is a full. I mean, now they have a license to go 4 years. So there used to be a 2-year, 2.5 year like community college.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're going to be offering bachelor's degrees.
Wow.
Wow, I didn't know that. Oh, wow.
They have a nursing program also. It's I mean they're like pretty solid.
That's so. Yeah. I was
Yeah,
on the
they've
They're
website.
pretty solid.
They've got other business classes that are, so I bet you'd be able to find something there, Art, that would be appropriate for what you're doing.
I should look into it. I haven't had any like time to look into it, but I should look to get something else instead. You know, I'm not sure what other software program they offer. You know, something quick.
I mean,
I don't know.
Adobe database management is a good one. They cover Microsoft Access, and there's also some database management like SQL using the back-end code, things like that, to manage and query databases. So
Mm-hmm.
Access is a little bit more database intensive when you compare with Excel, right?
Okay.
Excel is a lot of calculations and stuff like that and formulas. But when you have like real heavy databases, Access gives you an idea of how that is done, you know, managing multiple users on a website, for example, right? So that does that.
All right, what do you do for work?
All right.
I work for
yeah.
as a accountant assistant.
Oh, okay. Well, it makes sense because you do really well on the like
So
the
yeah, that's why. But actually I was hoping that the professor could go on a little deeper with Excel. There is a whole lot more in there, and you know, I think from what we have done in here, I don't want to scare nobody, but it looks like we haven't done anything. You know, and especially on the Excel wise, it's a bare minimum. You know, and when you know, when you've been away from office for a long time and you go back like Ami is now, everything, it looks so much, you get so confused, and you know, the pressure gets into you. And when you see people doing different stuff with their computers, you're looking like, oh my god, how am I ever gonna do that then? And you look 6 months after that point, is like, oh really, that's what it was,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, exactly. Well,
it really
that's how it is.
helps to have those fundamentals, and that's why I think personally I learned a lot from the word. I had just a very bare minimum on the word, but with the way we went through word, I don't think any one of us should have a hard time or be
Mhm.
nervous when you sit in front of the computer, and regardless what as professor said, I think he mentioned last week, I think pretty much now all of us have a pretty good understanding of how Word works or PowerPoint. And if any of our bosses ask us to do much, ask us to perform more, I think they'll be above our pay grade,
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see. Let's see a couple of things here that we can get into. I think you might find this quite useful also. Let me look at this file here.
Can somebody please send me this link on the chat? For some reason, I haven't bookmarked it.
No, he hasn't decided yet which one he's gonna want us to do.
But
Yeah,
I don't have the link for this.
Okay, for this website.
I know I should have bookmarked it, but I have not.
Okay, it's right there.
Oh, thank you, Professor.
Yeah. Okay. Not this one here. I'm trying to look for. Okay, so here it is. Greg Abbott, independent contractor. Right here, Greg. Actually, 1 second. There's something I want us to look at here. Aha, this is what I want us to look at. So this file here, customer list number 18.
Righty.
This is going to surprise you a little bit. Number
Yikes.
18. When you click it, it's not going to be what you are used to. So if you had a file like this, Dale, how would you begin to work with a file like this?
I have no idea.
Does this open in Excel or is this just a page that?
Good question, Rowena. When you clicked it, what did it open? It just opened in the web browser, right?
Yeah, do you have to like
Yeah.
manually put it in there?
So question is, how do we work with this file, Rowena? What do we do with it? We need to probably get it in Excel, right?
Yep, I would open Excel. Maybe.
All right, so
Can
We
you
can do copy pastes, right, Professor?
paste it?
Okay, well, that's the what's the word now? The rough and tumble way to do it is to copy and paste it.
Yeah.
So try copy and paste and see if it works. So open up a new Excel.
They have templates. Okay, let me try.
So how would you copy and paste art? You just grab the whole thing.
No, Ctrl A. Yeah,
Control A.
Control A. Yes. But it's not pasting.
I was able to do it,
Alright, so-
but it's a mess.
So Control A will copy, and then you paste, and that's it. Is that it?
Would you pick choose a
It's
new
not
tab?
working for me.
Paste options?
Paste options.
Maybe open the columns, maybe? Oh, no,
What column?
no, never mind. I just tried.
No, it's not working for me. How do you do it?
How do you sort it?
Well, this pasting doesn't work because all the information should go in columns, right, Amy?
Yeah. But mine's
So this
kinda
doesn't
big.
work.
Yeah, no.
It's like, just one big column, isn't it?
Yes. And mine's
Bill,
actually in the
any-
middle of the page.
Oh wow, well, look at that. That's terrible.
Can you, Chelsea?
Daly's I think Daly's contemplating what move to make.
Contemplating how the hell to get to where I'm supposed to be
Can you format the data?
going. Hang on. I'm trying to minimize Zoom.
Oh, all the different windows you have open there.
Can we
A lot.
put filters in there? Will it work with filters?
Can you
Say it again?
format this? I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, the filter will come up. The wrong filter.
Okay, Rowena, let's go to your screen. Because this might be a situation you come across at a point where you just get a blob of text. And you're supposed to format the text and make it look, look nice. Yeah. There's no way we can work with this file this way. Absolutely no way.
No.
All right. So you see how you did the copy. Let's go back to the website, Rowena. Okay. So you copied it already.
Mm-hmm.
Now what we're going to do is we're going to paste it somewhere first before we take it into Word.
Okay.
Okay.
So copy it again. Oh, I guess you've copied it already. Now let's look for, so copy, control, right there. So let's look for Notepad.
Okay.
Notepad. So do a search for Notepad on your computer.
So open up a tab. I don't understand.
No.
On my computer.
Yeah, Notepad. Notepad.
Okay.
Okay. So just paste it in there. Paste it in Notepad. Now we have to save this file. So save the file and put it somewhere where you can find it easily. Save as. You do the save as when you want to save a file for the first time. You do save when you've already saved it.
Okay. Desktop, so I can just get to it.
Well, you don't
Do
want
we
to have
save
all
it
everything
as a
crowd.
text, Professor?
You don't want to crowd your desktop, Rowena, so you got to have a place where you save your file. So why don't you go to Documents? Documents is actually the ideal place. Yeah, so give it a name. You can just say today's date. Yeah,
What
Excel
is
file is
today's
generic.
Okay.
Yeah, just say 12-8. Nope. You can't use slashes.
Oh, okay, okay.
Dash. Okay. Okay, so you can close this file now. So once you open up Notepad, save it. When a file comes to you like this, it's a text file. You can see in the browser, right, Ravina?
Yes.
It says customer list.txt. You see the address bar?
Yes, I am.
So you can see at the very end, the extension .txt tells you it's a text file.
Okay.
So we need to somehow make this into an Excel file.
Okay.
So once you save it in Notepad, let's go back to Excel. Okay, let's close this, or maybe you open up a new sheet at the bottom. Yeah. So you can close this left bar you have there.
I'm sorry. Close what?
The left bar. No. Click on close on the bottom. Bottom, down. Yeah. Okay. All right. So do you have this, Amy? Art?
I do,
Dale?
I do.
I,
You saved the file already?
Yeah,
Dale?
yeah, I have my Excel sheet up.
So you saved it in a notepad already, okay?
Yep.
Oh, yes.
All right, so here we go. Rowena, go to File. And you're going to click on Open to open the file from wherever you saved it. File Open, and look for it.
Okay.
It was in documents. Do I just? It's not gonna be in here.
Browse. The easiest way to find the file is to browse for it.
Desktop, it doesn't show on mine.
Okay, I need you guys to be absolutely focused on where you save files. Because, Rowena, you saved your file in a folder called Documents, not in the regular Documents. You had a folder. So, yeah, so stop. You saved it in Documents, right? So click on Documents right there. Do you see your file?
No.
No.
Okay, so you don't see your file. Now, in this box you have open, if you go to the bottom right side of that box, now, hang on, you notice that it says all Excel files, right?
Doesn't. Yeah.
Because Excel is assuming that the file you're trying to open is an Excel file, but it's not. It's a text file.
Okay.
So click on that option and say all files.
I'll do all. Okay.
Now, when you do all files, you're going to see all the different types of files in there.
Okay.
So you see your file, that's your file, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now you click on open. All right. Now, when you
Okay,
see all these pop-up boxes, don't be intimidated at all. They are like just, they're like squirrels going around your yard. Just, if you have squirrels going around your yard.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good one, actually. Squirrels? Who needs squirrels, right? Okay. So, now what this box is saying is basically it's trying to help you organize your data. So let's start from the very top.
Where's my?
You see, Rowena, remember you talked about wanting to go into computers?
Yeah.
Well, you got to deal with stuff like this. You got to deal with stuff like this, right? But don't let it intimidate you. You just got to read what's there, right? Okay, so this says, this text wizard, this is a wizard, right? A wizard, like, it helps you get stuff done. So this text wizard has determine that your data is delimited. Now, that word delimited sounds like a huge, big word, but all it means is
Common.
there is something that is separating each of the characters in the whole document.
Right.
It might be a space, it might be a comma, a period, a semicolon, but there's something, it's called a delimiter, right? That is causing the spaces between your text. Bottom of your screen, let's go back to the browser. Okay, could you zoom in a little bit here? Click on Control++ on your keyboard. Control++.
Oh.
There you go. Keep going. Keep going. One more time. Okay, stop. Now, if you look closely, you notice that the top left, where you have first name, then you have last name. So the first name there is Mindy, right? Then the last name is Scott.
Yeah.
Then you have the street, you have city, blah, blah, blah. Now, there's a spacing between each of those names, right? First name, there's a spacing.
Yep.
You notice that?
Yes.
So that's what Excel refers to as delimiters. There is something, now spaces in Excel actually mean something, right? It's not just a space. So Excel has identified that there's something that is separating your text or your words or characters from each other. It's called a delimiter, D-E-L-I-M-E-T-E-R. Sounds like an old Latin word, right? Okay. Or something Amy might see in one of those documents at the DMV. Delimiter. What is that? Like meters? Like somebody, miles per hour? Anyway. So let's go back to the Excel spreadsheet. Okay. So it's telling you that the text wizard has determined that your data is delimited. It says, if this is correct, choose next or choose the data type that best describes your data. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. So it says, choose the file type that best describes your data. So there are two options there, right? Delimited means characters such as commas or tabs separate each field. And we can tell from our data that we have spaces that separate each field. Okay? So leave that button selected and click. Before you do that, now you see in the bottom section, it gives you a preview of your text. You can scroll down a little bit. Nothing has really changed there.
Yeah.
But we're telling Excel, yes, we have something that is delimiting our information, the fields. Or click next. This is more interesting now.
Okay.
Oh, look at it, separates it.
So right now, it's telling you that this screen lets you set the delimiters your data contains. Now, I think that our data, it has kind of suggested that we have tab spacings, but see what happens. Uncheck the tab. Now, first of all, Rowena, see the preview, right?
Yes.
So if you tab it, check and uncheck the box.
It created.
So you see, it has identified that it looks like, there are tab spaces between the columns. Now let's uncheck the tab and let's click on space instead. Check the space. Yep. Now, if you look at the preview, this doesn't look so right.
No.
So it's probably the tabs that work. Sometimes you could have commas or periods or semicolons that separate your fields. Okay? So let's go back to tab and take out the space. All right. Let's click next. And that's about it. Column data format, general, text, date, blah, blah, blah. The screen lets you, if you look at the preview,
Yeah,
I think it pretty much looks okay.
Mhm. Do you want me to hit finish or?
Yeah, let's hit finish. I think we're about done. So see what happens now.
Do you want me to hit save as or don't
No,
show?
no, we don't need to say. You can just say don't show again. So now you can space out. You know a quick way. Rowena, hang on. A quick way to space out all the columns. Just one click. Now you see at the where you have number 1
Yeah.
and the letter A.
Yes.
There's a triangle in the top corner there. You see that?
Yeah, right here.
So click that triangle. Now click between A and B. Double click between A and B. Just double click. You see, it spaces out everything at once. I learned that from this lady used to be the secretary to my CEO. I was like, how do you know that? She said, you mean you don't know that? Everybody knows that. I was like,
I've been using
I
that
didn't know
triangle
that.
just to copy in there,
Oh.
just for that
Yeah, so once
purpose.
you select the triangle, you select between A and B, double click, and it spaces out everything,
Everything. Wow.
at once.
It's neat too.
So,
Because when I start clicking in the columns, it starts getting a little crazy. So that's
yeah, because you're going one at a time, right?
So, I have
Okay.
a question.
So, 1 second. Rowena, could you zoom in on it?
Yeah.
On the bottom right. All right, so you can see that everything gets spaced out. It looks normal now, right?
Wow.
Okay. All right, who had a question?
Dale,
Okay.
but hang on, I think I just figured it out. Yeah, okay, never mind.
I haven't figured out mine, Professor. I think I missed the part because it's not. I'm not able to get it on the Excel. When you go to File, and then you go Open, I'm not able to find my document.
So go to the bottom right of that box where it says Excel files. Click it and select all files.
On bottom left, you said?
When you go and look for the file,
Mm-hmm.
you have to go to the bottom right of that box, click where it says Excel files, and select all files.
No, I can't find
Okay,
it.
let's go to your screen.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. You could take the wheel.
No, I'm.
Al-Qaeda is back.
Sorry.
Oh,
I was late.
Al-Qaeda is here, should I say. How you doing?
Sorry, I was late. Good. How are you?
How are all the Blue Shield clients? I hope they're paying up their premiums and all that.
Increase the premiums, 9% more.
Oh. So where's your file? Open it up. File open. So where do you save your files?
I said it on desktop. But in desktop.
Okay, so go to desktop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so go to the bottom right and click on all Excel files. Select all files.
Okay.
No. Click on all Excel files and select all files. All files.
No, where you
Oh,
were.
okay, I see. Okay, all right. Yeah. I get it now. Okay, let me go back in here. So okay. So you go to desktop. All right, now I see all file open. Okay.
Open the file.
Yes, okay. Now I see.
You're frozen.
Am I? No, I see you all, guys.
Okay, so all right, so click on next. Then the tab is fine. Uncheck the tab box and look at the preview, see what happens. So the preview, when you click on tab, it tells you that the tabs, right, separate the fields. So click
Yeah.
on tab. And then click on next.
Okay.
Now look at the preview if you're happy with the preview.
Yeah. General text.
Okay, and then click finish.
Okay.
Yeah, so now, yeah, click on that, double click between A and B, and it
Okay.
spaces everything out.
Okay.
So that's actually a better way of getting your text data. If it's just a blob of text, just save the file in a notepad,
Not bad.
in Notepad, and then you go into Excel and you bring it into Excel. Just go through those steps. It'll be
Okay.
fine.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Pretty amazing.
Wow.
All right. Let me show you something else. 1 second here. One second. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. What I'm trying to do is just to show you how we can do some little exercise here. Let's try it this way. Let's see if this works. Nah. Okay, Art. Let's go back to your screen. Let's go to your document. Okay, so at the bottom left, open up a new sheet. Okay. So the heading, if you could increase your screen size. Okay, so the heading, they just type name. Okay. Then come to A2. Now type a random, we're going to type 10 random names. First name and last name. So just type, random names. I know it's kind of hard to come up with random names, right?
First and last.
Yeah, first and last name in the same column there. So John Roberts. Yeah, whatever you want. Just it's got to be random names. Or maybe let me see if I can just give you a file. Maybe it's easier to give you guys a file. Let me give you a file instead. Yeah, let me make it easier for you. Give you a file. Okay, I'm going to give you a file. Just hang on. Give you less work to do. And come on.
Mm.
1 second. Oh, come on. Oh, man. Okay, let's use this file here. I'm going to send it to you. All right, I don't need this guys here. This is okay. New file. Let's use this here. All right, so file save as, save it where? Maybe right here in my junk folder. Where is my junk folder? Okay, so if you look in the chat, I'm going to put in the chat. Okay. Is there an error that it's currently in use? Okay, I got to close the file, I think. Okay, so there's a file that I've just put in the chat. Book 2.
Let's see.
Public show.
Book 2.
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
book 2. Bless you. So, Rowena, let's go to your screen. Just click on the file. It's going to open up in your Excel or something.
It's asked me to save.
Yeah,
I'll let you. I'll let you see because I got too much going on this computer. Okay. How do I? Okay. How do I see the? How do I see the chat? Okay. All right.
You got to hover about the options you have there. Yes, it's going to ask you to save it. Okay. So go to your documents again.
So it doesn't look like a folder.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Yeah, you can go there. Yeah, that's fine. And just save. Just save it here. Just hit save. All right, so now go to your Excel. And then Files, Open, and just navigate to Browse to where you, that location. All right, so look for your book 2 there, okay? All right, so you want to enable editing at the top so you can work with the file, and
Okay,
then increase the
we-
file size.
Are we just supposed to be watching or following along?
You're supposed to click on that link in the chat and open up this file.
Okay, so I don't think I have, can we share my screen?
Absolutely.
So it's not even like if I have it open, then I can't even share my screen. I don't know what to tell you.
Click, okay,
I'm gonna cancel
Ju-
what is coming up
all right.
and share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes. You can minimize your web browser.
That's,
Just click the minus sign. Minimize. No, that's closed. You don't have to close it.
okay,
Go to
is that this?
no, go to the minimize option. No, you don't have to close it. Minimize. Go to the left side of that. Right there. Yep.
Oh, okay, and this too.
So do that to everything you have on your screen. Just minimize them if you don't need them. Yep.
Including
When you
this.
minimize them, they're going to be at the bottom of your screen. You can always, they're going to be on your toolbar at the bottom. You can always pick it up. Okay. So now, do you see the chat? Can you click on that file I put in there?
Oh, I'm seeing.
Now you have to
all-
hover. You got to hover around your screen. See if you can grab the what you might call the options for Zoom.
Yeah, go over the pictures of us. You should see it.
Okay, let me do this. Let me stop sharing you for a second. And now, if you hover, you're going to see your chat icon.
Yes,
All right, then
Okay.
you might see that file in there.
yeah, I see the file.
Okay. So if you click on that file, then you can share your screen again once it's kind of comes up.
No, it's not letting me. Can you hear the sound that it's making? It
What do you
goes,
mean? It's not, what is it doing?
well, I can tell you what it looks like. It has a screen that has a lot of files on it, and it starts with 0409 as under the name. And
Isn't it
then
asking you to save that file, Dale?
save that.
Isn't that what it's saying? Like save as or something close to that?
Yeah, it just says save.
Exactly. So choose a location in all that drop down option. You're going to see all the different, locations on your computer. Choose a document or desktop or somewhere and just hit save.
Okay, hang on. I'm getting there.
Make sure you know where you're saving it because you're going to have to go there and pick it up in a second.
Right. Okay, so I'm saving it in desktop. And I'm saving it as book 2. Okay, now, what do I do? At this
Now
point?
you got to go get it. So go into
Okay.
Excel. It's an Excel file. Go into Excel. Open it up in Excel. That's all it is. So most times when you download the file, it's going to ask you to save it somewhere, right? You got to save that file somewhere, wherever you want it to be. You got to know where you saved the file, and then you go to the program that's supposed to open the file, and you open it up from within the program. If you're going to use computers, you're going to deal with that like all the time.
Whew. Okay. I think I got it.
Okay. So Rowena, let's go back to you.
Thank you.
So once you click on the file, it's going to maybe open up a box and say, where do you want to save this file? Or what do you want to do with this file? Most times, right, you just have to look around the box that's opened up. Like it's telling you something, or maybe not actually telling you, maybe expecting you to like figure it out just by looking at the box because it doesn't actually speak. And you're like, what am I supposed to do now? And the thing is waiting for you like, what are you doing? You know? So, well, computers are supposed to make things easier for us, right? I think somebody lied to us. Okay, so this is Rowena's screen. Now, Amy, here's a question for you, Amy.
Okay.
So imagine you have this, 12, clients,
Yeah.
right? DMV clients. And this file comes to you this way. Now you're supposed to type a letter to each of these guys saying, hello, Viola, hello, Melody, hello, Filiberto, right?
Yeah.
But the way it is now, the names are combined. The first and the last name is in the same column.
Okay.
For Excel to use this properly, Excel likes to have everything in its own column. Like the first name is in the column, last name is in the column, the address, the zip code, all in columns.
Right.
It's easier to manage data that way. But right now we got a problem because the names have been squished together in the same column.
Okay.
You guys have seen what I'm saying, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
So question is, I know we only have 12, and the temptation is to say, well, I can just, quickly type it. But just imagine it was like 25,000 names. So Rowena, I could see the light bulb going off or going on, off, on, something's blinking. So what do we do?
Lord. So
Sort it somehow.
we're gonna sort it, but you already, so I can't do the notepad thing. Do I hit this? No,
You can. What you gonna do with that?
it's gonna just, I don't think it's gonna sort that. No.
How about put a comma after the first name, maybe?
You could do that for 25,000 names,
Oh, no,
Amy?
no. How about,
We need suggestions, okay? Yep.
I think it's probably something under data. But I
Okay,
don't know
go
what
under-
yet.
All right, something there, like where you say stocks. How about stocks?
No,
Just kidding.
No, it has
Something
something to
on the
do with
data there, right?
sorting, but
Something
what kind of
there.
sorting?
I don't think it's sorting because it looks like sorting is only alphabetical.
Yeah. Can I be
I'm
the
open to
complicated
suggestions.
oh, I don't know. This is different because the last one we were able to copy paste and then just put it in and format it in that way where you kind of already gave it to us in a cell. So
Yeah, I'm just trying to say that sometimes life is not so easy.
Right.
Rowena?
So, yeah, we're open to hearing what we should do.
All right, so let me give you an idea of how this may work.
How about this right here? Text the columns. You can separate a column of full names into separate first and last name columns. You can choose how to.
Okay, so yeah, you want to click that and see what happens?
Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna go to next. Um, mm, okay, I'm going too fast. Let me go back. I was just trying to see. What do you think?
Okay, now
can't-
notice something, right, Rowena? Notice something. It's only selecting the first name.
One
Why
name.
is that?
Because I clicked the one column, the cell. Excuse me, I clicked the one.
Okay.
So should I go back and highlight that?
I don't know. I'm just going with I'm just going with your suggestions. I
Okay,
don't know.
all right,
All right.
all right, guys. You
You
guys.
want to
can
make everyone's
try.
name the same name?
Oh, no. All right, come on, guys.
That's not a
Good
bad idea.
try.
All right, the whole column.
Next.
I clicked the column. I got my eyes, all right. I'm gonna go back.
Now notice that you now have all the names, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Text the columns.
Fields of line contribution. Okay, I'm just gonna. Mess around. Because I don't see semicolons or any of that.
How about you go to text to columns?
Say that again.
Can we try that? Where it says text to columns?
Yeah, I'm
That's
in.
exactly what she is at. Okay, then.
right.
Can you see
So
Rowena's
to
screen?
separate. Okay, let me make it bigger. Yeah.
Space.
I found it, I think.
That's-
I'm
I
not
hit
too
space.
positive.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Do you see what I
Rowena just hit the
did?
jackpot.
Did you just see what
Rowena hit the jackpot.
I can't see it. It's too
Yes, that's
small.
what I did too, yeah.
you know, we gotta mess around with it. Okay, so I
Rowena just hit a slam dunk right now.
so I'm gonna hit next.
Okay.
Select each column and select the data format. Oh, so you can select each column and do whatever you need to do. Well, I guess it's you don't have to touch. Oh, you can add text. All right, yeah. So I'm just gonna hit finish and maybe go back in here and type the last name. I don't know. Yeah.
Just go with your gut, Rowena. Do it.
I did it.
Look at that. All right. Woo!
Oh no.
Look at that.
Yeah. So how do I make? Okay.
See pretty good.
Looks like.
How do you make what?
Never mind.
What's that?
Nope. I'm gonna go back. So we would just put like first name and then last name just to make it simpler.
Just if you feel that's what you need to do, just do it. Show us you got this.
Oh, yeah. Oh no. Okay. Whatever, that's probably extra. Yeah. It's big old space.
And why do you have so much space still in the A column?
I have no idea.
So how do you deal with it? No, don't drag that. Just double click on it.
Okay.
Look at that, you aced it. That's what we're trying to do. That's it.
Kudos for me.
Yeah, no kidding.
Let me remember it. It's right here.
You see, Rowena, you see what you did right that I like is when you hovered, you read what it said. You see, most of these programs are going to give you an idea when you hover, like this is what I do, right?
Mhm.
So it says right there, split. Push your mouse there. It says split a single column of text into multiple, right? That's what you want to do.
Right.
So you tell yourself, well, let me try this. Maybe this is what I'm looking for. So the thing with computers, you've got to try. If it doesn't work out, you back out of it. But you know, if you say to yourself, should I click finish? Am I going to see the result? And you stay there for the next 2 hours saying, should I click finish? Am I going to see the result? You're not going to know, right? Just click it and see what happens.
Right, because you can undo it.
Exactly. But if you say to yourself, what should I do now? Should I click it? Should I press OK? Should I? Who knows, right?
It's that doubting. Yeah.
So Amy, what do you think?
I think that was wonderful.
You think Rowena is ready for prime time right now?
Absolutely.
Sure, Faith.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's really that's something to have, right there in your your back pocket. It's when you get data. Okay, now let's look at this part here. So, where's the first one we saved? The one where we had all the files, all the names. If you go to file, just go to file. No, you see, you don't want to have so many of this open, right? You only need one Excel
Sheet open.
Okay, let me show you what I mean.
You want me to?
Yeah, exactly. Close all these other guys. Just leave the book 2 open. Yeah, close all these guys. Yeah.
Oh no, I can't. Okay. Well.
Close that. Click OK. Don't save. Okay, get rid of 2 more. Just leave just the book 2 open. Don't save.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you go now, as long as you've saved the file, right, you can always just get it again. If you've saved the file, right, it's just a kind of better way of organizing your stuff. Okay. All right. So let's see if you save the file. Go to File and Open. All right. So did you save that file we just closed? No, that's it right there. Hit cancel. Hit cancel. That's it right there on your list of recent
right here.
workbooks. Isn't it called? What was the name of the file when we got it into?
Was this?
Is that it?
Yeah, it was this. With all the names?
No. Oh, you didn't save it. Okay, let's do it again and save it. So just go through the process again. Next. Yeah, make sure you save it when you're done. Make sure you save it. So click on next.
Space, huh? Okay.
No, I don't think we need a space. No, Rowena, you are going too fast.
Okay.
You don't need the space in there.
Oh, sorry. No, go back. All right, I think
So close this one and let's do it again because the spaces, it just breaks everything down. It's just too much brick, So
right.
close this file, top right. Just close it top right. Yeah. Let's get it again.
So it's here.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Yep.
Might have saved. Okay. Take that out.
Okay, that's better. And then you got to look at the preview just to verify that, okay, it's fine. This is how I want it to be,
Yep. I think.
All right, then finish.
Okay.
Okay, so now you got to save the file, right? It's very critical that we know how to save files in a very organized way. You got to have a particular folder or a spot on your computer where where you save those files, you can go and get it again. Because you're always going to work with a lot of files. So let's go to File, Save As. Save As, browse to where you want to save it, and save it where you have the other file saved.
So is that telling me that?
Browse,
this?
browse, 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 browse. Okay, so where do you have your file saved? It looks like right there, Yep. Just give it a name. Give it a different name, or, you know.
Okay.
Okay. So like I said, it might look like a simple thing to do, but you need to master it. I need to know how to save my files, save it in a good spot, and then go and get it when I need it. Right? It's one of those things that makes you feel confident that you can handle computers.
That's something I
Is
gotta work
saving
on.
files.
Organization.
Okay.
Especially in my computer. It's stuff all over the place. So
Me too.
I need
Yeah.
to work on that.
Yeah, a lot of times, and I guess a lot of people depend on the computer to do things for you. For example, Rowena, if you go to File, Open. Now, so most people, I've found that most people just do that and then start looking around the screen here, like, where's my file?
That's
Right? Like, what does that mean? Where's my file? You got to save it in a spot and then go there and get it. Now, sometimes the computer is going to help you by showing you your most recently used files,
yeah.
right? But you see, we get so used to that we almost become like, oh, I don't know where anything is. Why not?
Do the manual work. Yeah.
You got to browse to where the location where you saved it, and then get it from there. If the computer doesn't show it to you, in this kind of a quick preview, just go get it. As long as you saved it, right? I mean, computers are not, they don't dictate anything. You tell the computer what you want it to do. Sometimes it gives you some clues, but absent any clues, you got to know what you did and then get what you need to get, okay?
Yeah.
Let's not look at it as some mysterious object. Like, this computer just does whatever it wants. It doesn't. It doesn't have a mind of its own. Sorry to break your hearts. It doesn't have a mind of its own. Okay, so let's go back. Just hit the back button, the arrow. Yeah. All right, so let's increase the screen size. The screen. Now remember how we spaced out all the cells, all the columns with one click
Yes.
or 2 clicks? How do you do that?
Right here.
All right, and then what do we double click?
This arrow here.
Well, that triangle has selected everything. Now, what do you double click to space everything out? Between A and B.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. So
I have a question.
go ahead. Yes.
Oh, hang on. I'm getting lost here.
You want
Hang
to
on.
share your
Let me
screen?
just try to figure this out. Just slow down. Okay, so talking about not knowing where things are, can I share my screen? Okay. So I have this. And it looks like what I want is here. Can you see that?
Yes.
Now, when I click this, it doesn't do anything.
So you have to go to browse.
Go to browse. And then I go here. And it says, it already exists. Do you want to replace it? It's like, I don't know what is happening here.
Okay, click on no. Hit on cancel. Cancel. Go to the top left arrow and go back.
Top left arrow.
Yes.
You mean here?
Top left on the green side. On the green side, go all the way to the left.
Oh.
Yes. Okay, so what are you trying to do exactly?
I was trying to get here.
What do you mean here? Like this file?
Yeah, this is the file that you want us to be working on, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But you have this file open already.
See, this is why I'm having trouble with filing.
Okay. So I think you have the file open. Maybe you didn't realize it was open and you're trying to open it up again. That's why it was asking you, are you trying to, like, I think it said, are you trying to overwrite the file or
Replace-
something?
yeah.
Like, yeah.
So-
So it was open. It's like, what do you want to do with this file? It's open already.
Okay. Okay. Let's continue.
Okay. So now you see how we have, it looks like this is the same city, right? The same state? No, different states. But they all have the same zip code. I mean, the same phone area code. How's that? 555? Is it I think it's just a made up list, right? Just made up.
Yeah, bless you.
Thank you.
I think it was just a made up, random. Okay. So what I want us to do is I want us to split the area code of the phone number, right? Put the area code in one column and the rest of the digits in a separate column.
You want us to take the zip code?
All right. So, no, not the zip code. We're talking about the phone area code.
Oh, the area.
See, it has 555, right? The 555.
Okay.
All right. So let me show you. Let's just do it again. Dale. So right now in the G column, yeah, just highlight the whole column. No. Just click on G.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. So what we want to do is we want to split the area code from the 6 digits, or is it 7 digits, right? Rest of the 7 digits. All right. So what's that option that Rowena found? Text to columns.
Mhm.
So where's that under data, right? Aha,
Yeah.
right there. Okay, click that. All right. So you can see in the preview that it's highlighted the phone numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now it's saying that we have a delimiter. So the question is, what is the delimiter? Let's hit next. Okay. So guys, the question is, what do we type that is unique to that column that's going to get the area code split apart from the rest of the digits? It looks like it's done it already for us
Yeah,
automatically. Look at that.
Yeah, it was space. Yeah.
The tab and the space.
Mhm.
But do we have another option? Let's take out the tab, uncheck the tab and uncheck space. Okay. So what's another option? What else is unique in that column that can help us split the data?
And
Oh,
Other-
what do you think?
The actual parentheses and the 555. under
Okay,
text
how about that?
qualifier.
All right. So why don't you, let's do that, Dale. So go to other. Now type exactly the characters that you believe is a delimiter.
Not letting me. So it's probably not
Not letting
that.
you, it's not letting you
How
type?
about yeah, it just the one parentheses.
Yeah, just one for
Oh,
me.
oh,
too.
it only allows one item.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're typing the wrong parenthesis then. How about the twin?
Twin.
What do you mean?
The twin, the other one. Twins,
Oh.
right? Twins are like, twins.
Okay, twins. Okay.
Twin. The other
Oh,
one, the opposite.
right.
We should
Okay.
The
have
rever-
already seen. Okay.
The one at the end.
Right.
Exactly.
So it wouldn't be under, oh no, it wouldn't be. See,
No.
Text qualifier?
Forget about that part. Forget about that text qualifier part.
okay,
So in the other, all right. So in the other, it looks okay, but we have now lost the delimiter, right? We've lost that parenthesis, the closing parentheses.
oh, yeah.
It doesn't really matter. It has actually split what we're trying to do because we don't really care about the parentheses. We just want to separate the, want to separate the
Area.
area code. So let's see what happens anyway. Let's click on next. Let's click on finish. So it's actually not terrible. Of course, we don't want the parentheses to remain in there, but it still gets the job done. But of course, Excel had already told us, just use a space or a tab and you're all set.
Mhm.
Maybe we can do it again. Do you think we can do it again to remove the?
Absolutely, we can do it again. So let's hit undo. So let's do it again.
Go to data, go to text columns. Next. Take this out. Do tab and space. Next. Looks good. Finish. Oh, look what happened.
That's exactly what mine looks like with all like minuses besides the 5.
Also, you have, oh, that's the way they have it set up.
So I'm gonna,
So somehow, say it again.
I was just gonna say, I'm gonna go back to this. And try it again. Okay, everything looks good here. Delimited characters. Next.
So could you take out space?
Oh, you know what? Maybe it's this. Maybe it's because I had that in there. Take out the space.
Okay, let's try this.
General, finish. That's it. Oh, no, that's not it.
Wait, did you click? You didn't click some. Let's try it again.
Okay.
I think we forgot to click something.
Okay,
All right. So next.
next.
Yeah, I'll-
Just tab.
Okay.
No
So,
space.
well, nothing has changed in the preview, so something has to change in the preview. There has to be the line indicating the column.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So take out tab. Okay. Yeah. Let's try that. Okay. Let's try that.
Can you change the text when you go back? Well, the last one that just came up, she would have to go back, but can't you type into that box? There was like a section there, looked like you can modify it,
Yeah,
change the,
that's what I was wondering too.
Okay, let's check that out.
Okay, so next. Here you're talking, right?
No,
Um,
hit next. Hit next.
Really? Okay. With just the space clicked.
Yeah, I just wanted to see something. So this right here,
Here?
can you write in that? What is that? Or advance? I don't know. Can you do anything with this? Call it, because it's highlighted.
Don't even go. Don't go there.
Okay.
Do anything? Oh, okay.
Okay, let's go back. Hit the back button. One more time. Let's select the bottom option, fixed width. Fixed width. Okay, let's hit next. Now it says this screen lets you set field with blah blah blah. Let's create a. Let's click next.
General text.
Let's hit finish.
Finish.
Okay, so
Probably can't change.
now when the data comes out this way and it's not so clean as you want it to be, okay. Now click away from here. Just click a blank cell. All right. Now let's hit Control H. H for horse. Control H. Okay. Now it says find what? So let's find -555.
Ah,
And then replace with what?
555.
So
Just
replace with
555.
no. Parentheses around it.
Oh, okay.
In front and at the back.
Yep.
In front. Yep.
I'm trying.
Okay.
Okay. Then,
So when we say find what, sometimes your data may not be as clean as you want it to be. You have other tools that you can use, right? So don't worry that it didn't work it may not work with one click or two. It might have to be 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 clicks. As long as you know how to get from point A to whatever the destination is.
okay.
So let's try replace before we do replace all. Just try, see how it works. Click OK.
Cannot find a match.
No, it's lying to you. It always lies the first time. So click OK.
Okay.
Hit it again.
So replace again.
It doesn't know what it's talking about. So, okay, first of all, let's be sure that, let's hit cancel or close. In that column there, so highlight the column G. Maybe there's something inside that column that we're not. Could you click in G2? Or G2.
Oh.
All right, so that's all that's there. You should find it. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so click in G2. Let's do the Control H again.
I'm just
All right, let's do the
confused.
find. I think it's fine the way you did it.
Well, let me just do it again. Then replace. Maybe it's because I didn't put it in the right order the first time, which doesn't really make sense, but who knows? Okay, so replace.
Let's do find next. First of all, let's find. Okay, there you go. It's finding it now. So, so let's do replace.
Can you do replace all?
Replace.
Or is it going to just do that?
Replace.
I did.
Not even replacing it.
It's not replacing it.
No.
I know.
It's finding it, but it's not replacing it. Why not? Let's click on options. What's options say? So it says find what replace.
Match entire cell contents.
Yeah, let's try that.
And
Okay,
then,
try replace again. Okay, it looks to me like it's not recognizing some of that information for what it is exactly. Like it's not seeing the minus as a minus, but it's finding it. So why is it not replacing it? It's weird.
maybe,
Okay.
maybe I need to use the, because it's with numbers, I have to use the, no, that doesn't, negative sign on the keyboard numbers instead of a dash?
No, but the minus sign is the same. Isn't it the same thing? It's the same thing, right?
It looks the same to me.
I think it's the same. Let me just look at it on this end here and see what I can see here.
Okay.
So that's
Maybe because you already changed the format before doing that. Maybe because you already took the parentheses out and added that. I mean, I don't know if that matters, but
yeah, that's a good point there.
maybe the program already like came with
So,
it.
Rowena, are you saying because we put it in a separate
No, I'm
column?
thinking because it was already formatted when we had it. So when we went and altered it and took out the parentheses and added that dash, maybe you got to go back to the regular one, maybe what was already there.
No,
I don't know.
no, I'm sure we can do whatever we want.
I don't know, but I don't know why it wouldn't replace it.
Let me see if I can notice something here. 1 second. Okay, so we go here, we go here, we go here, finish. All right, so we go here, we do text to 1 second. Go here, to space, go here to finish. Okay, so let me copy this, Control H, paste it here. Okay, I think I may have solved the problem, maybe. Okay, he closed here, Dale. Okay, now highlight G2. Now hit Control C to copy. Okay, now open up your Control H. The find and replace, Control H. Okay, now delete what you have in find what. Now paste. Right click paste or Control V to paste. Okay, now do the replace. Just hit replace. No, that's fine. Just hit the replace button at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
We have to go out of that Martin Ants.
So do this?
Yeah,
No.
hit the escape key. Hit the escape key, yep. Escape.
Oh, escape. I always forget that when you say that. Okay. Now try
Okay,
it.
so let's do, let's try that now. Okay, you know what? Take out the replace with and just type, ABC. Okay, let's do the replace now.
Oh.
You see that? So why is it not picking up the keep going with replace? All right. So I'm curious as to why it's not accepting the parentheses, because it should, right?
Mhm.
Is anybody else doing this and are you getting the same thing?
I'm getting the same
Yeah,
thing you're
I-
getting.
I'm doing it on my end. So let me see again. Okay, so it's fine now. Oh, wow, interesting. All right, so take out the replace with and put this parentheses and put 555. Okay, replace. It was just fine. I was just doing it. Okay, okay. Let me show you what I have. Let me just show you mine.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get back to how it was. So this was how it was. Then I did I split it up, right? Okay, you guys can see this.
Mhm.
Yep.
So I split it up, and then I go to Control F. No, replace. So I try to replace it with what we had before. 555. Find next. Replace. And it didn't replace, which was what happened right there. It didn't replace. So I took this
Right.
out and I say, let's try A, B, C. Replace. Now it starts to replace.
Mhm.
Then I say, okay, take this back and put 555, 555, or whatever it is, right? 555. And now replace. Oh, it's messed up again. it's annoying. It's annoying. Sometimes you don't know why this thing does this thing. Okay? So let's do it again. So find next.
Oh, guess what I did?
What do
I just did
you
it. I
mean can
think.
find?
Now, all
Okay,
right,
so
so
find now. Now do the replace. Oh, it's replacing with the 3, but it's not accepting the parentheses.
What did
Oh,
what
boy.
did you find, Amy?
wait a minute, I want to see if this is gonna work, what I'm doing right now.
Okay, now it's kind of working. Now it's working without. I took out one parenthesis.
Oh,
Now
no,
it's
I didn't.
working with just one parenthesis. Okay, let me put both back. Now it has a mind of its own. Even though I said it doesn't, now it does. Okay. Well, I think it just goes to show you this. It's not always perfect. You got to jiggle out. Got to play around with a few things. Okay. So I'm going to undo that, and let's see maybe something I suspect here. Now this text here in here, I don't know what it is, but let me see if I format the text. Format cells, and let's make it a number. Just a number. Just a regular number. No decimal places. Click OK. All right. So that's a regular number now. So let's go to replace and see. Cannot find a match. Why not? Okay, copy that, paste it in here. Okay, it's replacing it, but it's not including the parentheses.
Amy,
555.
are you having any
So you
luck,
see, it's
Amy?
replacing it. When I click in that column, it replaces it. Okay, click here. So you see, it's replacing it, but it's not including the parentheses. So I'm going to take out one of the parentheses, and now it's replacing it with just one less parenthesis, and I'm going to put it back, and now it's including both.
That's
You guys
not,
can see that, right?
is that a parenthesis?
Well, yeah, that's something else. So I think there's a problem with the parentheses, might be. For some reason, it doesn't seem to like the idea of parentheses. Okay?
Yeah.
So let's get away from here. unless it's something, something more. But at least it gives you an idea of when you're trying to split data or fields, right? What you can do. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to calculate grades. Grades, right? So here's what we're going to do. Here's all the information we have. Uh-oh. Okay, here's the information we have, right? 100%. This is going to be a tough one, guys, but we're going to do it. So if you have, all the grades add up to 100%. So there are 4 categories of grades to make up categories. So we have assignments. We have labs. We have group projects. And then we have participation. Okay. So now, of course, everything totals to 100%, or they'll just say 100 points, right? 100 points, 100%. Now, each of these categories have different weights, right? The different weights. So assignments are 50%. Labs are 20%. Projects are 20%. And that leaves us with what?
10.
10%. Okay. So I'm going to give us a list of random students now with a grade sheet. Okay? And our job is to determine what the final grade is going to be, right? Based on the scores and based on the weights of the different categories. Are we getting excited yet?
Yes.
So you have
Always,
this background
always.
info. Okay. So you have this background info, right?
Yes.
Each of these categories has a different weight. So let me give you the data. 1 second. Where is it? Open. Okay, so where's the assignment? Okay. It's right here. This is, according to Art, this is the calm before the storm. Right, Art?
I think so. It's supposed to snow out
Okay.
there.
Is it someone out there?
Did Dale just bail us?
No,
There
I'm
she
here.
is.
I had to deal with my cat.
Ooh.
No, I have two of them. Or something else.
Us too, Dale. We have two boys.
2 cats.
Two cats,
God bless you.
a girl and a boy.
They talk back though, you know. They're not like your cats. They don't talk back.
Oh, the kid. Okay. They're not as bad though.
Okay, I think we have it now. Okay, so if you look in the chat, I'm gonna drop it in there. Let's put it in here. So I gotta close the file. Okay, it's just dropped in there. It's called sample grades. Okay, so Amy, let's go to your screen and let's examine the data we have.
All right, hold on, I gotta just get it.
So remember the categories, there are 4 categories. There's assignments, labs, group
Sample grades. here
projects,
we go.
and participation.
Okay, so you want to share my screen?
Yes.
Sample grades. Okay.
All right.
Can you enlarge this a
Did
little
you
bit,
down-
Amy?
Sure.
Yeah, did you download this, Amy? It's downloaded, right?
Yeah, I just opened it. Why, is it wrong?
No, it's not wrong. Could you enlarge it a little bit more?
Yeah. Okay,
So let's scroll to to the left side and see what we got. So we have what? 14 students.
Yep, 14 students.
Okay, now they have 5 assignments, 5 assignment columns. A, C, D, E, F, and G. So 5 assignments.
Right.
Let's scroll to the right. We have 1 lab. We have 1 group project and 2 columns of participation.
2 columns of participation, which is 10%. Okay.
Okay, so let's kind of write it there. Maybe you want to write it there. Maybe you scroll all the way to the left again, Amy.
Yep.
So you write the different categories there. Like I said, it's assignments. So you want to just write it there just for your, to help you out in that column you just selected or highlighted. So assignments are 50%, labs are 20%. Group projects. So we all got to do this. This is actually like an individual project. So we're gonna, I'm gonna give you some. Yeah. So assignment, then hit enter, and then labs are 20%. That's just to leave a note for yourself so you remember.
Right.
Group projects are 20%. And then participation is 10% of the final grade. Thank
you. Okay.
Yeah. So the final grade is going to be calculated based on this little rubric we have here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So how do we go ahead, Amy?
So you want to take each person and then figure out what their grade is?
Exactly.
Okay.
So this is all their scores.
Right. I'm guessing the blanks mean they got a 0.
The blanks mean blank. They never showed up.
Okay. All right. So I got to write all this down.
What are you trying to write down right now?
I'm going to write down the first row, like how this person clearly for the assignments for person number 1.
Well, first of all, remember that however you decide to deal with this, right? You're not doing this on an individual basis, Amy.
Oh,
remember
okay.
that. You're not going to say, you're not trying to calculate each person's grade like an individual. Because if you had 100 students, you're not going to do that. That's why we're using Excel.
Okay.
So we've got to figure out a way with Excel, just like we've done in the past, right? With cars and with sales and grocery lists and stuff. How do we create a formula that can apply to the whole data? So you're not doing this on a one-on-one basis.
Okay.
Right? Al-Qaeda, how does that sound?
Sounds good. Do we probably need to use the pivot tables to separate and find out all the data that we need?
Well, that's the project. So you guys tell me how you want to proceed.
Okay.
The task is to figure out what is each student's final grade going to be. Is it 100%? Is it 82%? Is it 92%? Is it 60%? Based on the information you have. The assignments altogether carry 50%. The lab carries 20%. The group projects carry 20%, and the participation carries 10%. So, Al-Qaeda, give us the first step. that you think?
Well, based on person one, they have 100% for the class.
Okay, that's easy, right?
Yeah. I
Okay.
can't do-
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how are we gonna do this going down? It's gotta go across, but I can't.
Well, isn't cell K? I mean, column K. It's the end of choose to do. I don't know. Never mind.
Maybe
Say it
we
again,
need to add another.
Rowena?
I'm looking at each person, and are you trying to total like? Never mind, because it's not making sense for me. Don't worry about it.
Going across.
So Rowena, this is the final grade, right?
I was looking at.
And now, you see, if it was just a straight, just total all the grades and just say do some average, right? But each group of grades, each category has a different weight, which is what happens, when you're trying to grade. There are different weights. So, like Amy said, the first student, Shivdeva,
Yeah.
they got 100% because they got 100 across. So that's easy. But for all the others, well, we need to know, okay, this is your total for your assignments. Out of 50%, you get this much. For labs, it equals this much in 20%. For participation, it equals this percent. This is your percentage.
Yeah. I don't know what the formula would be.
Well, number two
we
is
need-
96.25. That's what they're getting for a score.
How did you get?
Exactly. Amy, how'd you get there?
Can you help?
I'm doing it out by hand. It's the only way I can do it.
How'd you do it?
Math, I cannot. Math is just gives me a headache.
All right, so basically what you do is,
Amy, remember, this is a whole elementary school, right, that has 25 sections of students,
yeah,
totaling about 600 students. So you're not going to do this by hand because you got to go on vacation in a few days.
yeah,
He's a math whiz over there.
but I just can't, I can't figure out how to, I know how to do this. I just can't figure out how to do it to, if it was all down, then I could probably do it, but I can't do it going across like that. I gotta take each section.
What do you-
I mean, gotta
what do you
get
mean
a
all
grade
down?
from-
Like that whole column, that's what I was looking at. But because you got to do the column going across,
Yes, I mean, you gotta figure out each
Average it.
thing, assignments, that's 50%. Well, how much out of 50% did they get?
do you get
Do we need to add another column for the final grade that we're
L?
looking for?
Would be L would be the column.
First, and then we'll do the calculation.
Okay, Arcada, why don't let's go to your screen, Arcada, and let's see how you want to approach this.
Okay.
Everyone might have a different system, but let's see. But I think you're right. We might have to add some extra columns. So
Yeah.
I would say that sounds like a good idea.
It's probably that E times this, whatever that column is in the L, well, that cell in the L column for each one going across. I just don't know what the formula would be.
So how about in column
Okay,
L?
So let's
we
see what
do
Arcada wants to
final
do. Let's watch
grade?
Arcada here. Okay, final grade. Okay, so what happens next?
And we'll build the formula to do the calculation.
Okay, what's the formula?
we would do K equals K2. No, we need solar science. Sorry.
It was like E3.
We would do K equals K2 slash
Let me-
Okay, let's try it this way, right? Why don't you spend 10 minutes walking by yourself
all right.
and see if we can come up with something, right? Everyone, see if we can come up with something, right? Because this is intense. I know it. In fact, I used to run away from doing this for my students. Like Amy, I used to just do it by hand, but I just realized this is not working out. I am getting too stressed. I'm getting, you know,
Yeah.
I'm looking much older than I should be. You know? So, all right, so 10 minutes, then we'll be back to see where everyone is at. So feel free to shut off your screens and just like, okay, focus. Let the light bulbs, let it start, flickering. Not flickering. Let it go off or go on, whatever, you know?
Okay. Okay.
Has anyone figured this out?
I have not.
I have no idea like how to do this like across. I just don't. I don't know.
No, I'm tempted to watch a YouTube video because this is stressing me out.
Yeah.
Rowena is going the YouTube route. Wow.
I'm sorry, but listen, math is not my thing already. So then trying to, if I have a formula, I just know what the formula is and I can just pump it in but then going, I'm like adding and then can you drag the things down? It's just numbers everywhere. It's just not making sense. So.
Okay, Rowena, let's see what you have so far.
I have nothing.
Let's just see.
I have nothing.
Oh, no.
I'm serious. I added up what someone else
Sounds
has.
like a song from Whitney Houston. I have nothing.
I have nothing. somebody gotta take the wheel because I'm it's.
I literally have nothing also.
I'm not even lying. I literally just turned because I'm like I'm putting equal E3.
That's what I was doing.
And then I'm like, well, what about the hundreds? How do I average it out? So I would just rather somebody else take the wheel. And yeah, I'm serious. I was gonna open up YouTube and get a real quick course.
Okay,
I
what
have
do you have?
something that I attempted to do, but I don't know.
Keto
how
codes, but I
it's
didn't.
gonna
Okay,
work.
let's see what you
Yeah, I
got.
was about
I
Let's
can
see what
share
you
my
got.
screen.
Yeah, shit. Let me just watch this.
I don't know how this is gonna sound or work, but
Can you enlarge this, please?
just 1 second. I'm trying to get rid of the Zoom so I can work on it. All right. Is it good enough?
Whoa, she did a lot. I feel.
So if we go in here, we have the assignments first. So let me find which sheets for the assignments. Sorry, because I said I did something, but I can barely find what I did. So this is lab. And this is all the assignments. Well, I don't know. So now
Wow.
I just have the grand total on the bottom.
Oh, you did a pivot table.
Yes. So I don't know how accurate that is, or I am not sure if I was supposed to go with a pivot table,
Let me see what I did.
but I tried.
It's worth a lot.
Well, number 3. Let me see what I did.
All right, so Akeda, let's see. So, okay, let's try this, Akeda.
Yes.
What is like the first? Okay, well we know the first student had 100, right? So first student is fine. We know that's 100%. The second student is what's their name now? That is Almonte. Almonte.
Yes.
Okay. So now, what is Almonte's assignment score out of 500? Let's start with that. Forget about the percentages for now. What's his score out of 500? For assignments only.
For assignments only. So I have to, we check all the assignments, right? 500.
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not saying you're right or wrong, but I don't know if a pivot table will solve this problem. I just don't. I don't know. So can we see the assignment total using this pivot table for any student?
No.
No.
I don't. Which one would be the assignment total for each one?
Yeah, because the idea is not to complicate the data much, you know. So let's go back to the original sheet. Okay. Now, Amy, looking at this sheet here, can you tell the assignment total Let's say for the second student,
449.
Almonte. So
449.
449. So where do we write that? We need a formula to tell us the assignment total. I've got to stick that formula in some column. So Rowena, we need a column because remember you have 4 categories, right? So it sounds to me like we need to group all the categories and calculate them separately.
So instead of final grade,
Nope.
total.
We would do the assignment
again?
total on column L.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but then you cannot get to assignment total yet.
Mhm.
You need to know each category, right? So assignments so you want to put it where? You want to put assignment total where?
So on column L, instead of final grade, we would do the assignment total and then we build the formula
Okay,
to find
okay,
that.
try that. Try the assignment total. Okay, so Rowena, what would the formula be to calculate the assignment total?
Equal, the equal sign.
Okay, Kayla, go ahead.
Equals G2 plus
You're not typing, okay?
C2, sorry,
Is it C? Are you on number?
equals G2 plus, oops. C2.
What?
Oh, we've never done a plus sign. Times C2.
Why are you timesing? You want to get the assignment total, only the assignment. So why do you need to times? I'm not sure what you're timesing.
I forgot the formula.
It's gonna be
plus
equals
G2.
C3 plus
Oh,
G3.
100%.
C3 plus G3.
Hold on, that's not right.
No.
There's
Why
a-
you miss
No.
those G2? You mean you're leaving out G2, the G2 row?
No, that's G2 is the 100% one.
Yeah, that's why I went to G.
But we need the total.
Okay, let's go to G2 then. G3 because we know we're going to apply to all the students, right? So let's start with G2. That's fine.
So
Okay, go ahead, Amy.
Mine actually came out wrong. So I was doing C3 because the people in number 2 have 100%. So C3.
But we still need to work it out.
Huh?
We still need to work it out, right?
Yeah. So what I did was C2, I mean C3 plus G3, but I think you got to add in all the other D, E, and
yeah,
F.
I don't remember what the symbol is for if you want to get a few columns together.
I think you got to
calculated
add them
together,
all
but
in.
that's what we need to do. Like C2.
Semicolon. Semicolon.
Thank you.
Oh,
Oh, wait, what?
okay. So
If you want to add
We
a row
do-
of columns, you can do C2 colon G2.
Also, it would add the F and the E. It would add the
Well,
whole.
try it out. Try it out. C2 colon. No, that's semicolon.
Oh.
The dot, yeah, right there. G2. All right, so you see how it captures.
Hmm.
So hit enter and see if it works. What?
So that's
What happened there? Wait, undo that. Undo it.
What did she get?
Just
I
100%.
Do it again. Equals.
Right.
Maybe because number 2 already has.
G2.
No, you want to do C2 to G2, right? Colon G2. Okay, I think that should be it. Hit enter. Why is it spreading out? Okay, why don't you put it in do it again and put it in what you might call it? Put it in parentheses. Equals.
Okay. Parentheses.
Then parentheses. Yes.
C2 colon
Okay.
G2.
Okay, close and then hit enter.
Same thing happening.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? How about if we relocate that column and put it next to, where we want it to actually be, like right next to the assignment, right, Amy?
Right next to the assign, oh, add like a column?
Exactly. That way we can just use the auto sum.
Okay, add a column.
That's under insert.
Yeah. So go to the H column, Al-Qaeda, and then insert and put a column in there. No, just right click.
All right.
Okay. So how about you use that for your assignment total, and then all you have to do is auto sum, and it should just auto sum all the guys to the left. No?
Okay. And then we highlight and then do just the auto sum for the left side.
You don't have to highlight. You don't have to highlight. Just click in there and auto sum. It's automatically going to know, it's going to go to your left automatically. Hit enter.
Okay.
So once you select an empty box and say auto sum, automatically it's going to look to the left side to see all the numbers.
Okay.
It's going to grab your numbers. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to do that for every single student, even if you
No.
had 1,000 students? Yeah, we have a way of applying it, right? No, you didn't apply anything.
Yeah.
You just selected. Now you've lost all your data. Redo. Yeah, redo.
I can't
Okay, well,
redo
you've lost it.
anything
You got to go
anymore.
create again.
How do you, I missed how you add the column.
Okay.
So how do you use the
Okay,
same formula for all the other students?
We just drag it down all the way to the data that we have.
Oh, hit the H column, hit the whole H. Maybe, I don't know.
No.
I have a really quick question. How did you add, I missed how you put the column where H is. Like made an extra column.
You go to insert.
Okay.
Right click, insert.
Thank you.
So look at that, right? Now, does that give us an idea of, Amy, of the totals for assignments only? Because you want to deal with this just on a category by category basis, no?
Yes. Yes, it does. Assignment totals.
So, okay, now, can you highlight that cell, like just maybe make it give it a color or
Just the
make it all
assignment total.
bold, the whole column? Yeah, the whole column.
Oh, the whole column. Okay.
Yeah, just click on the H. And maybe just make it bold or give it a color or something. You're going to paint everything down. So maybe just highlight the few, yeah. Okay. Okay.
How-
All right. So we have the assignment total. So Dale, next question is, we need to figure out how to convert this to a percentage, which is 50% of 100, right? Out of 100.
Yeah,
So we know that the first person is going to be at 50% because they have like 500 out of 500. But what's the formula to convert those numbers to percentages? Remember, it's 50% out of 100 for assignments.
yeah, so would it be, would the formula be equal? Let me just think about this for a minute.
Okay.
You know, I'm not good at math, but I'm going to try this. Would it be
Okay.
equal H 2
I don't know.
times 50%?
Okay. So where are we going to put that information?
I think I think we need to create another column.
Okay. So let's put another column in there, Al-Qaeda, next to assignment total.
Next to assignment total.
No, to the right side of it.
So how do I put it to the right side? Sorry. I click on,
You click on I, right click and insert.
insert.
So let's say assignment percentage. All right, so let's go with Dale's formula. So what's the formula again, Dale?
Hang on, let me get that in there. Equal H2 times 50%. Is that correct? I have no idea math wise.
Should we try hit enter?
Yeah, I entered, I got 250.
Okay.
Does that seem right,
So
everyone?
Amy, we got 250, right? Well, remember, the total is 100%, okay? So it's got to be, right now when we say 50%, we're saying 50% of 500. It's got to be 50% of 100. So I think we missed, in that formula, we missed the 100 part of it, Dale.
Yeah,
So let's go back to the formula, double click on that cell, Akeda. I think we got to stick 100% somewhere in there. So maybe H2 times 100?
Times C2 or 100.
No, H2 times 100. 100 is a fixed number. Okay, so we put those two in parentheses because, you know, if you guys remember all the way back to high school, I think it's called, what's it called? PEMDAS?
Oh, God.
Rowena, if you remember.
Oh.
Rowena is like,
Dear Aunt Sally.
like, what? What?
Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Yeah.
I didn't hear that. Excuse you, what?
Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
There you go. So PEMDAS, right? So Al-Qaeda, you go to group,
Parentheses.
and then we do the times what? Times 50%. So if we are right, I think, or is it H2 times 50%? No, I think it's right. So
Yeah.
H2 times 100 will be, let's hit it. Hit enter. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so
Okay, I think we mixed up the numbers somewhere. Let's go back in there.
Undo.
No, just click in that cell. Double click in it. So do H2 times 50% divided by 100. No, you got to close the parentheses. Okay, let's try that. Hit enter. No. Let me see what I can, let me see from my end if I can do this.
Okay.
Al-Qaeda, can you enlarge your screen some?
Better.
A little bit more?
Sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because you know, I'm old and blind now.
No worries.
Oh, I think I see where we missed it, Al-Qaeda.
Yes.
Okay, click back in that formula,
Mm.
or should I say just come out of it? Hit escape. I think we need to divide, Rowena. We need to divide by the number of assignments. So there are 5 assignments. That's how we get it to be over 100%. So if you double click in that cell right there, so it's got to be H2 divided by 5
We still keep
times
the
100%.
parentheses.
Yes, H2 divided by 5 divided, times 100%. Hit enter. Uh-oh. Okay, wait a second. We're almost there. H2 divided by 5. H2 divided by 5. Where is it?
Maybe H2
Oh,
divided
sorry,
by 5
sorry.
times
50%.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're right. You just took the words right out of my mouth. Okay. So let's click in there again. Yeah, so H2 divided by 5. Now, when we do divided by 5, it gives us out of 100. And then we divide that by 50% to get the weight of that category.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to stress us out, but
No, this
is, we need to kind of like have an idea of how deep things can get, because if you can do this, you just become all the more valuable to whoever it is that you're working for or working with. So this is not something that is impossible to do, you know? So H2,
no,
go ahead.
I was just going to ask what the formula was.
All right, so double click in that cell, Al-Qaeda. All right, thank you. So it's H2. So H2 is the 500, right? We got the 500. So we divide the 500 by the number of assignments, which is 5.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives us the 100 value.
And that's
right,
in
like 100.
And that's in parentheses.
In parentheses, yes. So according to the PEMDAS, right, we have to group that. If we don't group that, then the whole math is going to be wrong. And we group it because we want that operation to be done first. Rowena, am I getting that right? You do that first, and then you do what's outside it. So PEMDAS, parentheses, what's the E? I forget all that.
Exponents.
What?
It's exponents.
Parentheses, exponents,
Multiply.
multiplication,
Divide.
division, divide,
Addition.
addition, subtraction, right?
Yeah, definitely got to know
See,
math.
look at that. I mean, Rowena, when you woke up today, did you think you were going to hear PEMDAS?
I knew math was coming. I for sure knew it.
Somehow, somewhere, it's going to be in there, right? Okay, so let's hit escape. Now we can apply that formula to all the other guys.
Okay, but wait, you didn't tell me what the whole formula was.
Oh, I thought you saw. It's
I can't.
H2 divided by 5 in parentheses times 50%. Because remember, 50% is the weight of that group.
Okay, and the answer is 50? Yes.
It should be
Yes.
50, right? Because
Okay,
that person, that first person there, they got 100% for assignments. So if you see when we apply it down, you can see the different percentages for assignments for everybody.
got it.
Make
Teachers
sense?
know all this, huh? That's
So even if you want to look at it, kind of manually, you see that the third student, Diaz Avila, right, only had 400 points, and so they have 40% based on that formula, right? So you can tell that it's about right.
Yeah.
And then the guy at the bottom had 200 and what 300 and wait a minute. Okay, there you see that 70 there. You see how it's kind of different.
Yes.
I think you have to change it to click
One
on that. Click on that. Yeah. Right now it has to be what? Convert to number.
Okay.
Exactly, because you see it wasn't calculating correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
sometimes you have to clean up your data so you can see that student there had what? How many points? Maybe 270 points,
total.
which is 27%
Mm-hmm.
based on our formula there. So I think we're on the right track. At least we have the percentage for assignments. Now we've got to apply that to the other to lab, group project, and what? Participation. So Amy, how's this sound? You think you can handle that?
I don't know. I'm kind of tired.
Okay, Arcade, are you feeling confident that you can, using the example of, because now we have the 50% for assignments. We only need to have the 20% for the other guy, the 20% and the 10%. And then we add all those individual categories to get the final grade, isn't it?
So do we keep inserting columns for the percentages? Like after lab, we need to insert another column and do the formula again?
Rowena, what do you think? Do we need to have columns?
I mean, there's a total on N. I don't think so. I don't know. I feel like
Okay. Let's agree on something. No more saying I don't know. How about that? We're gonna ban that phrase.
all right, I'm sorry.
until next Wednesday or whenever.
Okay, all right. I won't say
Based on
that.
the example we
Not
just
sure.
did, use the example
not
as a
sure.
template. Use the example as a template. What do you think?
I'm not sure. Okay, what do you think?
Okay, let's straight to Dale.
I think we do.
Since we had five different assignments and we had to have a total and then percentage for those. Now we have like only one group for labs, group project participation 1 and 2. Do we get one final percentage for those at the end for each student? I don't know if this makes sense or not.
Right, do you add, I don't know, are you looking for the difference with the percentage? With the other, I don't know, this is not.
What the hell is that? What is that?
All right, we need to solve this, or maybe put pause and continue tomorrow when you have fresher, maybe a fresher thinking about it. You see, you need to know what each of the categories comes to. Each category, you must know what the percentage is. So there's no way you want to bundle everything up.
So
you got to know right now. Right now, we know the percentage for assignments. We need to know the percentage for labs, the percentage for group projects, the percentage for participation. It doesn't matter if each category has 10 columns or 5 columns or 1. We still got to know, apply the same formula and get the percentages for all 4 categories.
So we need to add columns and get the percentage for each category, right?
That if you feel like that's what you need to do based on what we've done, then do it.
So we definitely need more columns.
So right click J and add a column. So you have to find.
Yeah, so you have a column in K, all right, so that's lab total. Well, let's say, because you know the lab total, because it's just only 1, right? So you can just say lab percentage.
Yes.
So what's the formula? What was the formula for assignment total?
The formula would be J2. Okay, let's see.
In parentheses.
Click in there.
Equals. We would have equals.
You can
J2.
you can copy a formula, right? You can copy a formula, Al-Qaeda, and then you just change the numbers around.
Here. Oh.
No, you cut. Don't cut. Copy.
I just did Control C, but apparently. What happened?
I'm not sure you can copy from that. I think you got to copy from the cell itself. So undo that.
Oh, okay. Nope.
No.
Doesn't work.
Hit escape. Hit escape. Okay, just highlight the cell. Highlight the cell I. Is it I2? I2.
Yes.
The cell that has the formula I2, just highlight, copy it, and paste it in the K2.
Copy from the top from
No,
here?
no, just highlight that cell. That's fine. Just copy it, Control C. No, don't double click inside.
All right.
Escape.
Right, escape.
Okay, just copy it right now, Control C.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Now paste it in K. There you go.
Oh, wow.
Now
Oh,
hit the escape key. Now
And
click in
where?
that cell, the 10, click in the 10, and look at the formula to be sure it's what you want.
J2 divided by 5 times 50%. So we don't need 50% for labs.
Look at the entire formula, guys. The first one was divided by 5 because we had 5 columns.
Mm-hmm. Do we need to do divided by 1 or you only have 1 column?
You
Or
tell
we
me.
get rid of that. Let's try divided by 1 times How many percent did we have for labs?
What's the percentage? I think it's 20%.
20%.
20%.
So because the first student had, 100 everywhere, that should be 20. Now let's drag it down and see what the other guys have. You didn't select. Okay. Now, wait a minute. You see that little to the left of that box in the lab for that student? The lab,
Yes.
Arcada,
Yes.
the lab for that student has a dash.
Okay. Yeah. To get rid
So
of
just
that.
delete the dash just delete it or put a 0 there.
Okay.
Now, when you look at it, Amy, look at that column, the K column,
Yep.
and just see if it makes sense. Right?
Yeah. Okay, yep. 2020.
It's 20%, right?
Yep.
So if all the students had 100, 100, 90, 90, 90, right? So far, the first student has 50 points with assignments and 20 points for labs. See,
Right.
I think your math is going to be right when you're done with all the other columns. The second student has 44.9 and has 20% for labs. So I know we're using Excel, to do the, programmatic thing, but you also got to think about it manually that, okay, yeah, this makes sense. The numbers are making sense. The percentages are making sense. So it's always difficult to get the first column right. And we got the first column right with the assignments. All you do now is you create your extra columns, you just apply the same formula. And when you're done, you're then going to add the individual percentage columns to get you 100% for each student, right?
Yeah.
Dale, how's it sound?
I get it and then it goes away and then I get it and then it goes away and
It gets in waves.
it goes away. Like, I'm like, oh yeah. And then I'm like, oh boy, I'm not so sure. And then it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And then it's like, I'm not so sure. I understand. And
Yeah,
That's
how
why I
it's
said.
going.
That's why I said it goes in waves. Waves.
Oh,
Okay. In waves. It goes away, comes back in waves.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Rowena, what do you think?
It's good. I just want to see why my number 8
Yeah.
shows a
So
value.
if you look at the lab column for that student, there's a dash.
Yeah,
So Excel doesn't know what to do with the dash. It just delete the dash.
okay.
Because it's all numbers, right? And when Excel sees a dash, it's like, what exactly is that going on there?
Yeah, I was like, what? Okay.
So it's not so smart after all, right?
No, you have to be smart. You gotta know math.
No, I mean Excel is not so smart after all, right? Because it doesn't
No,
know what
I
to do with that character.
Yeah, because you have to change it. Yeah, no, I know. You have to know it.
Yeah, some things there you have to go in manually yourself and like, okay, take that out and clean it up, clean up the data.
Yeah.
All right, so what do we do next, Rowena? Okay, you know what? Why don't we just save what we have right now, right? Because, it's been a long day. Amy's had a long day. So we want Amy to wake up fresh tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right? So let's save what we have, and then tomorrow we'll continue. It's quite intense. I think you guys have enough to dream about through the night, like just see numbers and see things flying around.
Do you have to do another percentage for the group project, which is what was it, like 20% or something?
Yeah,
And
20%.
then you have to do another one
Right.
for participation with the 10%. So
Yeah.
then you do a total? Yeah.
Then you do a total of all the percentage columns, and that's it.
Okay. I'll mess around with it.
All right, so we're gonna stop right now. I don't want to have I want to keep my good name.
You're fine.
All right, so save it. Make sure you save the file. You don't want to delete that file because we're gonna need this tomorrow, right? So just go to File, Save As, and then hit Save. I'm sure Art is gonna say, "Did you guys solve it? Did you fix it? Did you fix it?"
Well, he's gonna have to work hard tomorrow.
Oh yeah, he has to work hard. Like, well, yeah, he's got to work real hard. Okay, well, I'm gonna let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of the night, and don't even think about Excel until tomorrow.
Have a good night, everyone.
You too.
Thank you. You
Okay.
too.
Thank you
Have
for
a good night.
Have a good
Thank
night.
you.
Night.
Okay.
Bye-bye.